Hello one, hello all, my name's Eddie Pider, welcome back to the channel and welcome to um, the European countryside. I knew I'd get it. So yeah, this map looks incredible. You got all these mountains and hills in the distance. It is a really cool map. Now the one thing I've noticed about this map, it is not for big equipment. And there might be some fields you can get away with it, like 36, 34, that are near the town. But if we take a look at the map here, so you got all these big fields up here. Now these you could probably use some decent sized gear on, along with these down here, maybe this one. But these bridges, they're quite narrow. So getting things across them, unless you, especially harvesting equipment's going to be the biggest pain. Now our farm's up in the top right. That's where we start, and the farm is really cool. You'll see that when we get up there, and then we start with fields 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm down at the shop because I had to get a plough that I could actually get up there. That isn't a diagonal plough because I don't know why, but I just cannot stand them. But let's get moving. Let's get them beacons on. Took that way too wide. Well, I think yeah, it feels like my thingy's been reset. I'm going to have to take care of that in a second. Actually, I'll do that now. Use it above me. Right, so one thing I've noticed that sometimes the dead zone resets. So in order to sort it, all you do is you come into options, go down to devices, hit switch device at the bottom, and here it is. Yeah, it's reset. And I normally have it set to 1. The top one is usually your steering wheel. You can tell by turning the wheel. So it's just something to keep in mind. Right, I did disable precision, didn't I? Because like I said, yeah, because I've not really got into that yet, and this map is, well, it's going to be more difficult because I'm limited to small equipment. I mean, the fields I started with are small anyway, so using small equipment isn't that big a deal. So we need to go. Oh, that's so much better. We go up here. You see what I mean about being narrow? So these paths get really narrow. I still haven't figured out why it's a bit touchy in first person. It can be it's a bit jumpy, and I lose frames. I'm not sure how, because I'm seeing less of the map, but apparently, and maybe it's the mirrors. I'm wondering if that's what's causing me to lose frames. So I've just been sticking to third person. I do need to sit down and go through tinker with the settings a bit, just to help just to see if I can move up the frames while driving first person. Because I actually prefer to drive first person. Looking up on our fields now. There's a lot of small fields on this map. So as you can see, we start with 4 fields. All of them have crops on. You got wheat there. Don't ask me why I drove through. I think that was last night when I got really frustrated. I accidentally just drove through the wheat because I forgot that it belonged to me. But yeah, there was corn here, and then one of these had barley and the other was soybeans. And as you can see, I did start ploughing with the default plough, but I don't like the default plough. Now what I wanted to do was merge all these into one field, because it'd just be easier to manage one field. So what we're going to do is, first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the trees, and thanks to the lumberjack app, the lumberjack mod, I can just delete them. Boom, bye bye tree. I prefer to cut them down and sell them, but I just don't have the equipment or the money to get the equipment. I mean, I could loan it, but getting it up here is going to be interesting. It's just simpler to cut them down so that they're out of the way. As for the wheat, I'm not going to bother actually getting the wheat, because there's hardly going to be anything there. The yield is only 23% and it's a very small area. It depends though on what I can plant, because planting season, so I've got, it's planting season for canola. See, I want soybeans to start off with, because soybeans sell pretty well. Although what I might do is I might just keep the fields, because then I can plant 2 in one field and 2 in another. I don't mind merging fields. I've never had much of an issue with it. It feels a bit easier now, a bit more open. You see what I'm doing? It does look cool having these 4 fields, but they're very, very small. I mean, there'd be no point getting a bigger harvester if I keep 4 tiny fields. No, we'll keep the small fields and we'll see how we go. Right, let's get in position. Not too far. Let's get this ploughed. What's it ploughing? Oh, it's ploughing and cultivating. Oh, I like it. I didn't realise it ploughed and cultivated. Let's have a look at this thing. Because it is a plough. But I guess it's got, oh, I guess it's got a cultivator on the back as well. I'm not going to complain. That's actually really handy, because I can do two jobs in one. Right, so what I need to do is, I need to do the headlands first. Let's get some headers done. I picked this one because it's not wide, so it's easy to get up here, because just a 6 metre is hard to get up here, which is really weird. these cloud incorporated, and I think of what's a plan. In terms of price, soybeans are generally the best for your standard crop. Is that tree going to stop me? I have to say it's a nice change, this map, because you really have to think about your positions because of how small these fields are, and you know, you have to think about what vehicles you get as well, because I mean some of the big stuff I probably won't be able to get up here, not easily anyway. Now there'll probably be better ploughs that I can probably get up here. That tree's going to get in my way, innit? At some point I want to get hold of the farm sim button panel, just to make life a bit easier, so that I've got programmable buttons that I can use, because doing it off my steering wheel is a little awkward, because obviously if I'm trying to turn a corner and lift or lower equipment at the same time, it can be a bit funny. But hopefully, beginning of next month I'll be able to order one. They're a little expensive for what they are, but it comes with a built-in joystick as well. So that I can use that to control the forklifts and stuff, so that'll be interesting. This up is awkward. I should go and take this to the modification, to the workshop, so that I can put GPS on it, because I do have that on here, but I've never really used it. I decided I wanted to try the GPS because I always use Courseplay, but I decided I wanted to try the GPS out. So at some point I will do that and we'll give it a whirl, because it looks really handy for when you want to do things manually. Because one thing I can't stand is not being able to just do straight lines without an issue. The GPS helps you with that. So I'd love to sit there one day and figure it out. Oh, I missed them bits. I did have to lift it early. That's fine, so I'll just do that. just have to go right to the end. It's a bit weird having a plough that can also cultivate. First one I've ever used. I mean, I've had cultivators that technically that plough, but I've never had a plough that cultivates. Is there any way to lift up that cultivator? That doesn't look like it. Can I lift you up? Why is it twisted like that? Oh well. I'll probably go over it with a cultivator anyway. I'm mainly doing this to plough. It's a small plough and I was able to get it up here without issue, so I'll redo them all anyway. Cultivator. Yeah, this is how it's going to be. There'll be no cuts for this series. You'll see everything. So what I do, you'll see. The only thing I'll cut out is if I have to take breaks or anything like that. I will try and keep the videos to no more than 40 minutes. Obviously they're going to be a bit longer than normal because I'm not going to be pausing to get stuff done in the background. You're going to see me do everything on this series. So no editing, no breaks, no pauses, just gameplay. Oh, that's going to be irritating. But there's a way to solve that. Yeah, I think the downside to this is you have to go right to the very edge of the field, no matter what, to get it to plough. Well, to get it to plough and cultivate, which is actually really annoying. Go down here and do the header. I think I'll leave that wheat in and I'll collect it when it's grown. Now, I have nothing to really collect straw with, so I'm not fussed about ploughing the straw out. I'll probably want to try a different plough, to be honest, because this one, I just don't like the way it works. Ooh, I forgot about that. I'll have to repair that. Let's quickly repair that if we can. Oh, there we go. I might have to reverse a bit. That was my bad, I forgot to turn create fields up. Some construction, landscaping, we want painting, let's just grab some grass. There we go. It don't look great, but I'll put grass back there at some point. But yeah, I really don't like this plough. I might have a look and see what others are. We've still got a bit of money to play with. Plus we can sell this one, so it's not too much of an issue. I might go put that GPS on. But in all honesty, it's just the fact that it cultivates and ploughs at the same time. Technically, when you're ploughing, you should be cultivating as well. It just doesn't feel right. Yeah, we'll take it back to the shop. We'll try a different plough. I have downloaded quite a few mods off ModHub ploughs, as well as other stuff. So we're going to have a look, see what, and have a look at what I've downloaded. Maybe pick a different one. Because I just don't like the fact that I can't lift. I can't lift the cultivator part. Now, if I could use the cultivator and the plough independently, so lift the plough section, drop the cultivator, you know, and then plough first, then cultivate. I'd love this thing, it'd be perfect. Fortunately, you don't seem to be able to do that. Yeah, this bridge here is the linchpin, because it's very hard to get anything across it that's wide. And a lot of the ploughs that are on ModHub are long and wide. So getting them up to the farm is the biggest problem I've had. Beacons on. But the problem is, you know, in reality, you wouldn't tow this to the farm. It'd be delivered probably in pieces, and then you'd assemble it. You have to go round, because the sell point is inside this building here. This is also the customization location. Okay, so repaint, sell. We want to customize. We want GPS. Can we up its engine power? We can actually to 185. Oh wait, no. Oh, it's already got its top, which is 205. Okay, so I'm using Mitas wheels. I want BKT wheels. I've always preferred the BKT wheels. Right, so let's see what plows we have. I mean, if push comes to shove, I'll get one of these or one of these. I don't like them, can't stand them, but so you got these here. These are 5.7 meters wide, so they're pretty wide. These guys, these are for big farms. I mean, look at the size of that; it's enormous. And then I've got this one. That's a 6 meter. Unfortunately, they just don't fold up. I have a few. You got this one here. That's the one. That's the 6 meter that I tried getting up there first. And you got this one, and that's a 6.4 meter. It's just getting them up to the farm is just so bleeding difficult. And I think that, yeah, that one's the same as the other one. It's got the cultivator on the back. love to try and get that one up there. You got flat discs, toothed discs. Interesting. Oh, I've got a dog barking away right now. Wondering whether somebody at the door, but no. Right, so we've got to figure out what we're going to do, because these, I mean, that's an amazing plough. It's massive, a 16.7 metre plough, and it folds up. But like I said, I mean, not only is it hard to get up there, we need 320 horsepower for that one. That one requires 210. That's the one I was just using. So unfortunately, I guess I'm going to be stuck with I mean, the only thing I can do is just, I should have looked first before selling it. I might just have to take that one back up. It'd be nice if you could remove the cultivators, because I don't need them. I can always cultivate separately. Unless, let's have a look at what cultivators we've got, because I know some of them will plough as well. Alright, none of them will. I've got some cultivators ploughed too. Oh, let's see what subsoilers we've got. I know you can't create fields with these. That's a cedar. Oh, that's for grass though. That's cool. That's really cool. That's a subsoiler that seeds. That's really interesting. What's this one? But it looks like it has a cultivator on the back. And that's not a thingy one either. That's an 8 metre. And then that's a 4 metre. That's basically the size of what we were just using. But as long as it classes as the field being ploughed, I mean, that one's a beast. But that one also fertilises. Cool. Wow, look how long that is. Damn. Is that a roller on the back of that one? I think it is, you know. How much is that? That's 68,000. I don't know whether to lease it or just buy it outright. We'll just buy it. We'll give it a whirl. Let's see what happens. That is a good size. Could be folded up nicely too. Turn pretty tight as well, that's another good feature. Alright, let's get over to the farm. Hopefully get these fields done. And one of the things I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like not drive into other people's crops and things like that. I mean, I know nothing will happen. I won't damage them or anything like that, but I don't know, it just don't feel right. I'd rather not. Alrighty then. Let's get up to the farm. Definitely heavier. Look at that. Should be able to pull it. It might be a bit slow, but considering how small my fields are, I don't think that'll matter too much. Right, let's see what happens. It's doing something. Oh, it looks like it's cultivated now. Okay. Well, does this just like instantly cultivate? If it does, that's crazy. Interesting. Try the GPS. I think it's Alt-C to turn it on. Trees are getting away. Ah! Oh dear. So it needs lime. Let's have a look. So that's number 3. What I want to do. Right, so... Oh yeah, it's ploughing. Oh, cool. Alright, so I can just use this and then it acts as plough. Right, it looks like we found the tool we'll be using. Let's put that piece there right here. I've got to plow. I've got to plow. don't think there was any in the middle, but I'm not getting it. Gotta get it. It's wiggly. I think I might need a bit more horsepower, but on flat ground it's not too bad. On hills, if I get any fields that are hilly, then I might struggle a little. Right, how does that look? Yeah, that looks far better. Okay. Let's move on to our next field. A bit quicker as well. Oh, we've done that bit. 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah. It's plowing and cultivating in one go. That's really cool. Now all I need to do is something to fertilize. I think I've got a sprayer already on the farm. I'm going to need something for lime. I think I have a limer already as well. So hopefully I won't have to spend that. This is so much easier, and the fact that it folds up. I think that's the main reason I like it. It folds up. Plus, I'll be doing this every time, so so the way I normally do it is if I need to line. After harvest, I'll put the line down, then I'll do fertiliser, and then I'll plough, and I'll do fertiliser again, and then I cultivate and seed. Of course, if I'm using a seeder that also drops fertiliser, then I won't fertilise the second time, because it's just a waste of fertiliser. I think this series is going to be interesting for me because there'll be no cuts, no hidden mistakes. You'll see every single mistake I make. But honestly, I don't mind. Mistakes are part of learning. If you don't make mistakes, you need to learn. It's that simple. That's how we learn. That's how we live. A little field of grass. I'm gonna have to look around the map as well, because there has to be like a cow farm and stuff. I definitely want to do animals on this map. I think that would be really interesting. And 1, 2, 3, 3. I wish it wouldn't do that though, that texture. I wish it'd just go to the cultivated soil texture, because it's just a weird texture. It's like a patch of crazy vines. Vines that just got bent around the ground. We've hit 40 minutes. I wanted to get this field done before I end the video now. I have kind of wasted a lot of time going to the shop. Normally I'd have cut most of that out, done the experiments and stuff off screen. but like I said, this series is going to be just a pure gameplay series. No cuts, no edits, just gameplay. So you get to see the mistakes, you get to see the experiments, you get to see the failures, you get to see everything basically. I know that, you know, that's not to everybody's taste. I get that, but this is what I want to do. So I'm going to do it. Because that's my YouTube channel, that's how it's going to work. I will play what I want to play, I will video what I want to video. I want to enjoy myself, because if I'm not enjoying myself, how can you guys that watch enjoy themselves? I have to work on my talking things, but that'll come with practice. You know, it's been quite a long time since I've put videos out. I only started again a few days ago. It'll just take me time to get back into the swing of things. Alrighty then. So we are coming up end of our first series. First episode series. So what will happen is next week on Friday I will do a second episode on this, because I'm actually really enjoying this. This map's a very interesting map. I'm not going to do an off-screen. Yeah, this is the farm, which is really nice. It's good looking, it's compact. That's what I really like about it, how compact it is. But just the 2-in-1 here. This is an amazing piece of machinery for this map. And then what I want to do next is grab my sprayer, so I know what I'll do next. Let's take it over to the workshop where all the liquid is. Get that. Get it filled up. Alrighty then. So I'll just park her up over here. Alrighty then. Well, that's all for this episode. If you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe. Next episode, we're gonna hopefully try out the GPS system at some point. We're just gonna have fun with this series. You know, no muss, no fuss, pure gameplay, and hopefully you enjoy it as much as I do. So until next week, thank you so much for stopping by, especially if you watched until the end. I greatly appreciate the support. Until next time, take care.